So when do we need to use plus? From the last class, we know that if we want to know the coordinates of the midpoint of a line segment, then we need to use the plus. For example, if we want to know the y coordinates of C, and then we need to use the y3 equals to y1 plus y2 over 2. However, why do we need to use the plus? Why can't we use minus? Let's check that. So let's start from a very concrete example. Let's say in a vertical line segment, we have y1 equals 5 and y2 equals 1. Because it's vertical, so all the x1 equals to x2 equals to x3. So we don't need to think about x. We only need to focus on y. So if we think about those numbers, so AB, so B is 1, A is 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. The length is 4, and half of the length is 2. And then because it starts at B1, so 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So we can see y3 equals 3. Now we need to reflect on our thinking process and try to generalize it. We find what we did first is to get the length of AB. And it is y1 minus y2. It is interesting because it's exactly the same to our first case. When we try to get the k, the slope, what we did first is also try to find the rise, which is y1 minus y2. Why it's different? Some people would say, oh, because now we need to find the midpoint, so it's half of the length. So let's say what's AB divided by 2? It is 2. So y1 minus y2 over 2. So here we can see there's a minus. However, why we can't use it? Why we have the plus here? When we check this case, let's sub those numbers in. It is 5 minus 1 over 2, which is 4 over 2, which is 2. So you see, here is 2, but here we got 3. It's different. Where the difference comes from? We can say the 2 is only the length, half of the length of the segment. However, the y3, this number, it is actually it consists of two things. So one is this part. However, we have another part here. Where it starts is really important. So if we write it like here, y3 equals 2. So two parts. First part is half of the segment. And another part is the starting point, which is y2. And if we sub it in, y1 minus y2 over 2 plus y2. And we write it with common denominator and put them together. And we come to this result, y1 plus y2 over 2. So if we make a conclusion, when we go back to this first case, we see if we only need the length. So here, we only need the length. Then we can use y1 minus y2. Good enough. However, when we need to locate the spot, when we need to know the coordinates, we need one more information. So we need to know half of the length. We need to know the length for sure. However, we need to add where it starts. So this part brings us this plus.